This is the center of the planet. Is it? Close enough. And we are going to gather up the things that they found on their journeys. Can't remember if it... Hold on to this, a magic source. Did Kate Sith do anything? No? Alright, Yuffie, did you find anything? No? Alright. Let's get going. Move out. As always, Cloud go first. Beating up monsters back there. You are aware that I'm taking all the good material with me. You guys are going to be a little bit short-handed with your magic. Okay, that's who we're taking. Cloud, Tifa, Sid. Alright, now we'll probably get attacked on every single bloody one of these, as is usually the case. We made it past one. We made it past two. Now, as you will see now, I've changed their weapons. I've got rid of the AP gaining ones. There's no point now. We're in the finale thing. Gaining AP at this point means nothing. So Sid has his Spirit Lance, Tifa has God Hand, and Cloud is using Ultimate Weapon. And we're going to get Pandora's Box. Oh, please don't wipe me out. I'm fairly low level, but I mean level 60 is pretty, well, no, it should be doable. I don't see much of a problem. So Pandora's Box will hit everyone for a lot, and I don't have regen running. Oh, it wasn't as much as I thought it was going to be. But everyone's got Pandora's Box now, so that's groovy. Not that it makes any difference because we're not going anywhere. It would only make a difference if, like, we got, we were able to, like, go back. If you get Pandora's Box before this section, then you can master the enemy skills, materials, and get some more. Can I get off this rock, please? Thank you. Yeah, not gonna be a problem. So Tifa and Sid both have Slash-Alls, and Cloud obviously has Ultima. So we're going to be okay hitting multiple targets for decent damage, or at least consistent damage. No one has their level 4 limit break. In fact, Sid is still actually on his first level limit break, because I just haven't used him until he got his triple AP weapon. That was the only use I had for him. Single target. So let's Shadow Flare him. Double cut with the Ultimate Blade should do more than, well, if Regen actually gets his health back up. Once his health's back up, then double cut will probably do more than Shadow Flare does. Although its defense is pretty damn high, considering Shadow Flare's not even getting 2k on him. Alright, that's him down. And here we go. Getting to this bit for the first time ever playing the game, and you're just like finally facing against the true Genova, and everything was so hype. Considering the first time was so much effort to get here, such a challenge. Oh, don't do that. The tentacles will be kept down quite happily. The slash holes. Easy peasy. I mean, even for only level 60 odd, it's like... And that is the last AP you will get in the game. And these are the last levels. Tiff is actually a higher level than Cloud. It's level 63, and we go on to the last bit of the game. We recognise the sound of the planet. Sephiroth hype. Yeah, again, playing the game first time years ago, you get to this bit and you're just like, oh my god. It's there. Holy is shining. Okay, party 1. Party 1 is the people that we're actually going to use. They should all have... Now this D-barrier, that's the round. Yeah, you probably know what that means is going to happen. I just threw a load of cover, counterattack, magic plus, whatever, on top of what I already had. Again, just counterattack the attack all on there. I put the mastered, well, almost mastered all there just so that I could have the multiple regens instead of just having just the one regen. The HP plus is everything down there to make sure. The gill up and encounter down just because reasons. Alright, let's make sure everyone's healed up. Equipment wise, ultimate weapon, Magic Guard, ribbon, nerve band, God's hand, Spirit Lance, Imperial Guard, Tetra Elemental. I wonder if there's anything other than Tetra Elemental. Nah, Tough Ring goes best with a Zydric. Right, the second party doesn't actually matter. We'll lead it. Actually, we'll have all ranged attacks. So that's all ranged. And should be all back row. So we got the missing score. Rising Sun. 99. The death penalty. How many tough rings do I actually have? I don't have enough. In which case, the Tetra Elemental goes here. We could do Missile, because that has really good magic defense, doesn't it? Something here, Tetra Elemental. I'm gonna put the Tetra. Oh shit, that's no good. Is there something else? I'll put the missile on the end there. Alright. And the Tough Ring. Not that I'm actually going to bother using them, but. If I had actually gone through and, you know, spanned days of grinding and stuff, then these would all be mastered stuff. Manipulate, steal, enemy skill. Those are all their things. Not really necessary to actually put anything on at all, but for the fun of it, I'll just throw those things on. Let's go. Kate Sith, bounce away. Oh, and Nanaki. I think last year when I played through it, I actually bothered. I was like, right, okay, I'm going to bounce between each party, you know, every time. But in the end, it was just like, it was just pointless. It was like, why bother? I mean, it's fun and everything, but this fight is so much easier if you just stick with one party. I remember it taking forever the first time. Everything takes forever the first time. Yeah, last year I was like, yeah, okay, bounce between the parties and everything, but I'm not going to do that this time. I'm just going to stay here and keep battling the crap out of it. If I had got Knights of the Round to level 2, I could have quite happily done this entire ending in 2 moves. It should be reviving. Yeah, it's reviving its stuff. You can flap your arms around as much as you like, you're still gonna die. Most of this is being taken down just by Ultima. The other guys don't even have like regen or anything. I don't want to tempt it to go over there and have them completely get annihilated. Although, crap tons of Mega Elixirs. Crap tons of Mega Elixirs. Some summons. They might be able to at least get one round in. Shall I try it? Shall I see what they can do with like nothing apart from their summons? I could switch over summon spam and hope that I can switch back. And let's let the other group summon spam. I hope I don't end up regretting this. It's a good job I put something on them, at least then. Oh my god, so low HP. If it wipes them out in one go, that's just absolutely shitty. Normal Demi 3, that's not fatal. Yeah, normally I would have spent days grinding the AP and like giving everyone HP pluses and regens and all sorts of things. But as it stands, I'm not going to spend days doing that. I wanted to try and keep it as consistent as possible, playing through without wasting time. By far, this is not a speedrun, definitely not. No way. This is a casual playthrough of, yeah, whatever. What have I actually missed? I forgot to go and get Tifa's ultimate weapon and limit break. In fact, I pretty much didn't get anyone's ultimate limit breaks. I would have normally spent time to go off and do that. Didn't do that. I haven't bothered going off and killing the weapons either. Too much effort and time to set up. Oh, we did actually get. Was it the left arm or head portion left? Or that the other? Right, so everything on this side got wiped out by Barton at 0. And I'm pretty sure one of those messages that flashed up was the core defense being down. Right, break that. If the core defense is down, then it'll start taking damage. No, it didn't. No, I'll just keep up with the stuff. And Ultima. It can take a while because you've got to beat down the middle of the body, basically. It'll keep trying to revive its things, and we'll keep knocking them down. Actually, I might... Yeah, let's start Shadow Flare. Ultima can wipe out the extra stuff. Start Shadow Flaring the torso. It is a bit of a weird fight. I swear there's been times before I've done this and it's like been over in a matter of seconds. Oh, it fancies being silly. No idea what that was about. Apparently it's asking us if we would like to disco. Oh, no wonder it was curing itself for more damage I'm doing. Yeah, good job I started using shadow flares. Wave your arms around. No reason whatsoever. Thanks. Alright, there we go. I was like, yes, I've done it! I've done it, yes! Beaten the game! Oh, I was so naive. And then this happened. And goosebump time. One of the notoriously awesome songs. The One-Winged Angel. We're actually going to cheese this, so... We'll get the big brigade going, we will get a regen going, but the most important thing is to debarrier that wall. Normally I would have one of the others debarrier and then another one summon. I'm not sure if he'll have time to put up another... Let's throw that out. I do believe this is the first time in a Final Fantasy game when lyrics are actually used in the song, the music. First time actually words being put into a Final Fantasy game's song. I know when I got it, I don't think I'd really heard music like this in a game. Oh, I can't do that. Never mind. But yeah, it was so hype the first time, and I didn't know what was going on, and I was spamming everything I had. It was a real big challenge. But then eventually, after playing around with it a bit more and doing the whole chocobo stuff and having fun with that, finding out that Knights of the Round does a lot of damage. And I like it because I think with the One Winged Angel music and Knights of the Round coming off, it kind of like, there's just so much epicness going on in one moment. It does look good for a finale. That's all she wrote. I think the timing on the music was actually pretty good. He can do all sorts of nasty things that can go on for days. Unfortunately, we brought us something awesome too. And so ends the One Winged Angel. And again, first time I did it, I was like, yes! Done it. And then I was like, oh, there's more. Although I don't think you could call it more. That's definitely the last amount of effort required, the challenge. So with Sephiroth's One Winged Angel being taken out, that should be all we can do. What is going to happen to the planet? The planet has to decide. The goosebumps. And we arrive. The determination to finally, once and for all, settle this. Sephiroth. And we get an automatic limit break. Finish in style. You gotta think, because it was was that actually Cloud beating up Sephiroth? Because obviously Cloud's consciousness came out through the live stream and through all the memories. So is this the live stream trying to pull Cloud's consciousness back? Well, with that last look from Aerith, so ends one of the most hyped Final Fantasies, Final Fantasy VII. I just want to point out that even though it's like 17 years on, that I think that just makes it a little bit more interesting to me, that the CGI they used was so good. For the time, I think that's probably what it caught so many people's attention at the time. I mean, Final Fantasy had been long before that, but 7 really hit the mark where it jumped forward with the CGI that they were using for their scenes and the modelling and everything like that. It did really, really well, really nicely. Also, that last look that I was saying at the end of it brings up there's always fan theories and stuff like that about stuff, but that look that Aerith had at the end, when obviously the planet used the Lifestream, that's the same look she had from the beginning of the game when she looked away from the Lifestream beforehand. And my theory is that's just the evidence to show that she knew what was going to happen. She knew the outcome, and she played through her part the entire time, happy to see it through, because she knew in the end that this is what would end up happening. That's why she started the summoning of Holy. She let herself die so that she could go to the planet and have the planet move Holy out, and then obviously take the reins of the Lifestream and coerce, maybe convince the planet to use that Lifestream, because she saw it all, she knew it all coming. This is just one of the fan theories, whatever, my theory. And it's what I think every time when I see that last look she gives, Aerith's memory from the beginning of the game carrying through and ending the game as well. It's all really great. The entire game is just brilliant with it. It creates so many little theories that people like to throw out and stuff like that. But yeah, an epic adventure, well worth playing through. I got hooked in Final Fantasy as soon as I played this the first time through, and I was just like, that's it. Final Fantasy has become a cornerstone to my console life, thanks to this game, and just what the emotional kind of ride that it sent me through when I first played through it. The hopes, trying to get through and get to the end, and obviously the deaths of Aerith and that whole thing, that was all great and motivated me to keep moving forward. And the challenge of the end, that end fight is actually quite challenging if you go through it the first time. I think the first time I threw it through, I was only like level 40 or something, so it was actually quite a challenge. What else is there to mention? Oh yeah, I was mentioning about the music. Obviously, it's stepping forward from the kind of SNES limitations of cartridges, and then bringing out a Final Fantasy onto CD allowed them not only to, as I said, get the great CGI scenes installed, which jumped the series forward a lot, but the music took a step up too, because obviously they can put more definition into their songs and stuff, and a lot of these songs have become a staple in a lot of the series. I mean, this one, the fanfare I think might be used in previous ones. I think it is. Different variations of the same kind of fanfare is used, so but the feels from this music and the fanfare, knowing that you've completed a Final Fantasy, is always good. And I think I mentioned before the Sephiroth tune, the One Winged Angel tune, the first time that they actually used lyrics, an actual chorus in the music. That was pretty hype. Made that fight a lot more interesting and exciting. the music going a long way. What else have we got? I could go into all the fan theories and stuff like that about the different things to do with that ending, but I mean, there's so many different variations that people have on, you know, what actually happened and things like that. And we saw it that, you know, Holy, once Sephiroth was out of the way, Holy was able to move, but you know, that was too late. So obviously the live stream was needed to go further than just what Holy could do. You could say that maybe if Holy if Aerith did know what was going to happen, why did she bother going out of the way to summon Holy? Because she knew that wouldn't be enough. Then again, you know, knowing the future inherently changes the future, so shows how strong she was to, if she did know what was going to happen, to carry it through in such a good-hearted way, and you know, with that smile on her face the entire time. Just makes you feel a lot more for them. I know they're just characters and everything like that, but just like a good book or a good movie or a good TV show, games have their fans too, and their fans feel for the characters in them, and that's just good testimony to the people who made these characters. Squaresoft, as they were, Square Enix now, the amount, you know, the amount of effort they put into getting across the feeling of playing a good game is just well done, and all credit for them for making such a great game. And this, if you recognise it, is actually where the intro for Advent Children comes in, if you've seen the beginning of Advent Children. So Advent Children actually kind of kicks off almost immediately after this. If it's 500 years, and Nanaki's pretty damn old by now. The fact that he's got kids must mean he's not the last of his kind. And a crumbling Midgar, the geese, and the laughter of children show us that this is the end of the game. And I'll thank you all for watching, and I'll hope to see you in future playthroughs of other games.